Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt that someone, without saying a word, had control over the energy? Maybe you've trusted someone completely, only to realize later they were manipulating your decisions all along? That's not a coincidence. It's not charm. It's not power. It's something far more dangerous and more common than you think. It's dark psychology, and whether you realize it or not, you've already been a victim of it. This video will take you deep into that unseen world, where words are weapons, silence is strategy, and emotional control is the deadliest force of all. After watching this video, you'll understand how emotional manipulation, subtle persuasion, and psychological warfare are used in everyday life, and how mastering your own mind is the first step toward true freedom. Inspired by the calm, cold-blooded control of John Wick, this isn't just about defense, it's about offense. It's about learning how to protect your mind and influence others, ethically or strategically, before they use these techniques against you. And once you understand the invisible scripts being played all around you, you'll never see people or decisions the same way again. Let's be clear, right now, someone is trying to control you. Maybe it's your boss, a friend, a partner, or even a complete stranger online. The scariest part, you probably don't even notice it, but by the time we finish this journey, you'll start recognizing the manipulation in ads, social media, your workplace, and your own relationships. You'll begin spotting the psychological triggers being pulled in front of your eyes. And more importantly, you'll learn how to disarm them. What makes John Wick so terrifying isn't just his skill with a gun, it's his emotional precision. When he's pushed beyond pain, he doesn't break. He becomes calm. That's where his true power lies. His enemies scream and threaten. Wick just stares. That's not detachment, it's control. Control over his pain, his anger, his fear. And that's your first lesson. The person who masters their inner world becomes unstoppable in the outer world. Now ask yourself this. How many times have you made a decision only to regret it later? How often do you realize someone talked you into something? Not with logic, but with emotion. That's the real battlefield. Because most people aren't controlled by facts. They're controlled by guilt, fear, and desire. That's the core of dark psychology, planting ideas inside your mind so you believe they're your own. Take guilt tripping. If someone says, "You're such a good person, I just didn't expect you to ignore me," your brain starts to question itself. Did I really do something wrong? You didn't, but the seed of self-doubt has been planted. Or gaslighting, when someone twists your memory until you start wondering if you're crazy. These are not dramatic movie tactics. These are real techniques used every single day in relationships, politics, and advertising. In America especially, we live in a high-stimulation environment. Social media, marketing, hustle culture, they all thrive on emotional pressure. The influencer doesn't want to sell you a product. They want you to feel left out without it. Your boss doesn't just want performance. They want to keep you in fear of losing your job. These aren't coincidences. They're calculated psychological plays. Let's break it down even deeper. Dark psychology has layers. Gaslighting, guilt tripping, love bombing, mirroring, fear tactics, all designed to make you react instead of think. And in this video, we'll go through each one with real-life examples. From the boss who motivates through threats to the partner who uses silence as control, you'll begin to recognize the patterns and protect yourself from them. Now here's where it gets powerful. You don't just defend against dark psychology, you can use it. And no, that doesn't mean becoming a manipulator. It means learning how to influence with purpose. Discipline yourself emotionally, and negotiate from strength. Just like Wick doesn't attack randomly, he waits, reads the opponent, and then strikes with surgical accuracy. You'll learn to read emotional currents, mirror them, and respond strategically. We'll walk through practical steps, like the pause, reflect, reframe method, used by high-level negotiators and mental performance coaches. And we'll run you through a 7-question diagnostic to test whether you're currently under someone's emotional influence without realizing it. This interactive moment will be a mirror, and what you find may surprise you. Then we flip the script. We'll explore how to use psychological tools ethically, reverse psychology to improve your communication, emotional mirroring in negotiations, controlled vulnerability in leadership, and how elite salespeople use persuasion to close deals without pressure. These aren't tricks. These are techniques, and you can master them for good, or be vulnerable to those who don't care how they use them. But there's a warning. If you don't build this awareness now, you'll keep falling into the same traps. Toxic relationships, financial manipulation, work stress, emotional burnout. The world is full of people who would love to control you, but only if you let them. That's why the stakes are personal. This isn't about being smart. It's about being unshakable. Before we close, we'll preview what's coming next. The psychology of revenge. What drives obsession? How do you break emotional loops and turn pain into purpose? The next episode will dive deeper into how your darkest moments can become your sharpest weapons if you learn to channel them. So hit subscribe. Share this with that one friend who's too nice, and let them wake up Because the strongest minds in the room are the ones no one sees coming. And now that you know how the game works, the only question left is, will you control the mind or be controlled by it?